Does everybody know what time it is? It's pumpkin time! Anyone ever watch Home Improvement? I just sounded like I was trying to introduce tool time. That wasn't intentional, but there you have it. I'm Kat, by the way. This is Inferior Adventure Channel, and in today's episode, we're back at Silver Dollar City. There's the big pumpkin decorations. I remember the one with the blue on it from last year, but I think the white one's new. I don't remember that orange one either. It's the plainest one. They probably had it before. I just got jump scared by a new character wandering around. They have a scarecrow this year.
Gotcha. How are you, buddy? Hello there, Santa's loving that hat.
Definitely my favorite decorations out of any festival here. And that's not even one of the giant pumpkins. You know, I might do that this festival. I'm so picky that ordinarily they don't have enough stuff that I would want to do it. It wouldn't make sense. A couple of good-looking things this time, though. Paper lanterns on the canopy this time. This looks pretty cool now, but I wonder how it'll hold up after it rains a few times. And if you'll notice, if you come out here during this festival, every single one of their pumpkins are themed. These, for example, are right next to the blacksmith shop. There we go, pumpkins in the city. I love that banner. Should it be called a banner? Archway. That's what I meant to say. It's an archway. Okay. Remember how I just said that all the pumpkins here are themed? Maybe I lied. There are, I think, 8 of these hidden around the park, and I just found one. I'm not going to show you guys where they are, just in case anyone wants to come out here yourselves and find them. But there you have it. Little mouse pumpkin. Who'd have thought I would have been searching for hidden Mickeys at Silver Dollar City, huh? And I'm looking everywhere for them, even in this little canopy, just in case. Well, that's the cutest thing ever. I'm pretty sure it's new this year, too. Still 3 hours until the pumpkin carver. Definitely want to see that this year. I've hardly showed any of the carved pumpkins yet this year. Imagine if I showed all of them. That'd be a 10-hour-long video. I am going to come back a couple times for this festival, though. I'll show some more then. Hey, there's number 2. And there's Gordy. I did not come up with that myself, by the way. That actually is his name. Mouse number 3. I mean, I know you guys can still kind of tell where they are just based on what area that I'm in, what I've been showing around them. But I'm not going to tell you exactly. No spoilers. Aw, that old guy that was right behind me is cute. They have pumpkin soft serve this year. I bet that's good. Kind of glad I came on a gloomy looking day. Everything's so cool looking. 4, 5, 6. Was the spider always holding 2 other spiders? I do not remember that. 7, 8, and 9? Well, on the podcast that I listened to, they said there were 8. I guess there's more than I thought. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. Well, this is just getting ridiculous. Ooh, the bats are fancy this year. They have some new glitter vests on. What is this, 85? I lost count by now. Well, here we are. Time for the part that I look forward to every year. Uh-oh. No more cow. I guess they took him in for repairs. Here we are, the Garden of Giants. First on our list, we have Gourd in Gargantuan weighing in at an earth-shaking 1,156 pounds of imposing size. Next up, we have Granddaddy Jack tipping the scales at a walloping 1,134 pounds. Harvey S. Fest, a noteworthy solid 1,179 pounds. That one's actually really pretty. I love the color. So far, I like the names better last year, though. Peter Pumpkin, a blue ribbon heavyweight at 1,302 pounds. Next up, Ginormous Jenny, plumping up at a big league, 1,007 pounds. That one's a really pretty color too. Marvelous Mary, the pick of the patch, 1,432, biggest one so far. Kind of funky shape, you can get lost in there. Hugo Divine, right next to the please don't touch me sign. Just saw a guy touching that very one. It was 1,088 pounds, by the way. And last but not least, Illustrious Ichabod, weighing in at a voluminous 1,298 pounds.
I wonder how thick the skins are on those things. Has anyone ever tried to make a jack-o'-lantern out of one, for example?
I would love to try that, but there's no way I'm spending the time and effort to grow one or paying the money to buy one. So that's just an experiment that someone else can do. Your fortune today. Wherever you go, there you'll be.
I confess, I kind of helped it along today. The wind kept blowing it. It would not stop.
I have never noticed this fountain before. That's a really cool fountain. All right, guys. Time for lunch. What am I gonna get? Got a couple of options here. Buffalo chicken grilled cheese. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. And here we have it. They gave me the full portion. Uh-oh, you guys. All it said on the menu was buffalo chicken and grilled cheese, but there's something white on there. An undisclosed something or other. I don't know, I think it's just butter. It doesn't smell like ranch. And why would they put mayonnaise on a grilled cheese? Okay, I sniffed it again, and I'm pretty sure it's just butter. Like a lot of butter. Also, it looks like it's a little bit more melty now. I guess we'll go ahead and try this thing. Which might be interesting, as I don't have my tripod with me today.
Not bad, aside from it trying to fall apart on me. Trying to eat with one hand.
The chicken on it actually is really good. Can barely taste the buffalo sauce. As you saw, it's very buttery. And for grilled cheese, it could have at least one more slice of cheese on it. But all in all, meets with my approval. I still think I like the steak sandwich better though. And now time for the side dish. I know I've said before that this isn't my favorite place here, but it smells so good in here today, you guys. There's what I'm after, the everything toasted garlic knots. Here they are, along with the rest of my sandwich. I will admit, I saw these on a video the other day from Dollywood and I wanted to try them. It comes with pumpkin cheese sauce. I'm probably not gonna try any of that. In the video the other day, they said it was interesting. I mean, I'm not a fan of cheese sauce anyway. And pumpkin cheese sauce, I don't know, you guys. But here we go with the bread. Yeah, that's really good. Got some everything bagel seasoning on there and a lot of garlic. Honestly, it'd be kind of great if they kept these year-round. Just changed out the dip with each festival, you know? I did smell of it, and honestly, it just smells like pumpkin. It's not the pumpkin part that worries me. It's that fake cheese.
With what the price of those things would have been, that tasting passport's already almost paid for itself, you guys. And I think that's going to do it for today. There's still so much stuff to do out here that I'm going to have to come back at least 2 more times to this festival. Hope you guys had fun. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time.
Well, this is just getting ridiculous. You know, a big part of this festival is the crafts. And I don't think I showed you guys one of those last time I was here. It's not just pumpkins. First things first, though, I completely missed something last time I was out here, you guys. I guess I should introduce myself.
I'm Kat, this is Inferior Adventure Channel, and in today's episode, if you couldn't tell, we're back at Silver Dollar City.
Another mouse? I'd already given up by the time I got into this half of the park last time. But I am kind of wondering how many there actually are. Anyway, this is what I missed last time when I was talking about the names. I was looking for a little bit more humor and completely missed out the historical relevance of some of them. Ginormous Jenny here, for example. That's after Genevieve Lynch, one of the sisters who gave tours in the cave back in the day. I'm talking 1800s. I've seen her picture. I don't see a resemblance. Marvelous Mary right here, as well as Hugo Divine, are named after Mary and Hugo Hershen, the founders of Silver Dollar City. They bought the cave from the Lynch family. I say bought. Actually, it was a 99-year lease. Peter Pumpkin over here, as well as Granddaddy Jack, are named after some current Hershens. They're the sons of Hugo and Mary, and they're the ones that brought Silver Dollar City up to what it is today. Well, look at that. A good segue for a chicken story.
So the couple staying down on Dad's property just within the last couple of days have acquired some chickens.
And one of them, this little clucker, came up to me today when I was sitting on the porch and sat right down next to me. Cuddled right up against me, I'm serious. But I didn't know it was there. I was thinking about what I was going to have for dinner later. I knew I was coming out here, and as soon as I thought, maybe cashew chicken, that thing let out a horror movie-esque the jump scared me right off the porch. So I gave it a nickname. Henceforth, it is now known as Henny Pennywise.
Anyway, I thought that was funny. Now back to the regularly scheduled video, already in progress.
Some of these are looking a little worse for the wear by this point. I wonder if that happened in storage, or if one of these guests tried to mess with it. Most of them still look really good, though. I don't know if I told you guys this last time, but there are requirements in order to get into this garden. Each pumpkin has to be minimum of 1,000 pounds. Well, that was fun, you guys. Speaking of those crafts, they have one where you can make your own rope. Someone was doing one and they let me help.
It's what we call two-strand, and it's made out of sisal and nylon.
Jim Penning's busy today. I hardly ever see anyone over there. Are these new? I don't remember if I saw them last year or not. I do like them though. They're a little different than the normal stuff. Oh, that's cool. How have I never noticed that little waterfall? I guess I'm always just looking at whatever decorations are set up over here right next to it. That would have been a good chicken segue too. Yep, that's how you put out a fire right there. You know, this is a pretty good time to come. Still light enough I can see everything, but dark enough that I can kind of see the lights. Like on these guys, I didn't know they had lights on them. I think I picked a good time to be in this spot too. Sounds like a train's coming by. I've noticed they tend to blow the whistle right there next to the smokers area. Jump scare people. They're not doing that on purpose though. They do that to signal the station that they're about there. Cute fall stuff at the pottery shop.
What did you do?
You think they made enough? Toad abode. I didn't know they sold those. Not gonna lie, that's pretty cute. Looks like they're popular too. A lot of empty spaces. There we go. Looks like they transformed the Frisco barn into the Maker's Market for this festival. More of those little metal pumpkin displays. I like that one better. It has a bird on top. Actually, did I show this last time? I might have. I remember looking at the honey at least. Don't remember if I filmed it or not. I haven't edited that one yet. That is so cool. She's making hats back there. That's the one that she was working on when I walked up. That is so cool. I love the beads around the brim. More in accordance with the festival though. That is the cutest thing ever. I love those pumpkins. And she does custom orders. There's her card if you guys don't make it down here but still want to check that out. Pretty nifty lamps too. There's an idea for all those recorders that none of you learned to play as a kid. And those were at this booth, by the way. He has also got some really cool wood products. Those spice mills are amazing. Kaleidoscopes, very pretty. Can't believe I missed all this stuff last time I came out. And that clock is out of pencils. That's so cool. There's the amphitheater down there, and they're getting ready for tonight's show. And I found the best view of Time Traveler, you guys. That view is not always available, by the way, but today the porch was open. The porch is on this building right here. It used to be a culinary building when they first opened it. And now I think they filmed the Silver Dollar City podcast in there. It's on the way to the Grand Exposition. Right by the Red Gold Heritage Hall. Hey, lucky day. Got onto Thunderation at a really cool time. They're switching tracks. They're dropping that train back there in the barn. I don't know how good a view this is, but I'll try. That's so cool. They completely switched tracks. Look at how close the train is to the boardways here. Floor, I guess, would have been a better word. They're doing a couple of run-throughs without people now, just to make sure it's safe. Which, as someone who's about to be riding on it, I appreciate. That didn't sound sketchy at all. One more time with an employee test rider. See how this goes. It looked like it came to kind of a premature stop last time.
Just a little update for you guys. If he comes back with his thumbs up, then we can get you on.
Thumbs up. Our turn.
And we made it. Not every day that happens. I'm kind of glad I went on that now.
Starting to be able to see the lights above the canopy. That's looking pretty cool this time of day. You know, I think it's about time to use up one of those stamps on my tasting passport. But honestly, after that encounter with the chicken a while ago, I don't know if I want cashew chicken after all. Might just have to save that one for next time. No one over here at the cowboy camp today. Yeah, at least not right now. But here you go if you want to see what they're cooking up. When they are here. Oh, I like that old pumpkin tree. Either it's new or I haven't seen it before either. And I think today we're gonna go here. Classic staple of Silver Dollar City. They have remodeled it since I was a kid. And typically you can't go wrong here.
Okay, I guess I lied. Not about the place being good. It is. It's just they did not have the sandwich that I was looking for. I guess that's farther on down the road.
Actually, where was it that had that? I think I know, but we're about to find out. Nope, wasn't there either. I guess I could just do the logical thing and check my tasting passport. That'll tell me. Okay, it says it has it at the Rivertown Smokehouse. I guess maybe I just missed it on the menu. Where's Buckshots? I think that one's actually closer to where I am by now. Well, that's a cute idea. I found it right up here by Thunderation where I just was. Here it is. It smells really good. The sauce looks a little watery. Not a fan of a soggy bun. But we'll see how it is. That is good. Very messy though. About half the meat fell off as soon as I tried to pick it up. But don't worry, I was able to catch most of it on my clothes. Specifically my jeans. I can barely taste the pumpkin, but it is there in the background. That's really good. Definitely too much meat for one sandwich for me. So I'll be taking some of that home and putting it on some different bread later. More of those crafts that I still haven't shown you. Ran out of time for today though. The festival's still going on for another month though. I'll be back at least once, more likely twice more.
And with that, I am off to edit the video that's supposed to be up tomorrow night. Can you guys tell I'm a little bit behind? Anyway, glad you came along for this one. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hope to see you next time.
That didn't sound sketchy at all.
Hey guys, we're back again at Silver Dollar City, but today's video is going to be a little bit different.
I've got my friend Audra here with me. She hasn't been in a while, so it's up to her to dictate the day. We'll see what she thinks of how things are these days. Oh, I kind of hope she gets jump scared by the scarecrow. I haven't told her he's out here. Well, shoot, you guys, no jump scare. That's where he would have been, right there. Overcast today. You can see the lights really well. I love it. I got to wondering after the first time I was out here, did I find the right mice? Is it something like this instead of the ones that I saw? Also, there were some on bases, others weren't. Is it just the ones on bases? Is that why there's only 8?
I don't know, but we'll figure out this mystery.
Checking in on that wild pumpkin patch. They're starting to turn orange. So Audra's decided our first destination is food, and I completely agree with that. I haven't eaten today. I didn't notice this the last couple of times I came out here. Santa's got a new Christmas tree. I like it. Trying something new today, you guys. Normally I'm not even that much of a hot dog person, but these smell delightful. Kind of smells like Auntie Anne's. All right, got it dressed up here. Let's see how it is.
Cheers. Yep, that was a good idea. That was delicious, you guys.
I don't know what it is about this thing. It's one of the best things I've had out here this year. Kind of messy taking a bite. Be careful with the stick. It does go all the way through, as we found out. Audra got the jalapeno cheddar bratwurst. What do you think?
Very good. Clean Plate Club today, you guys. I do not know how I managed that, but that was delicious.
Uh-oh, you guys. I found a box of gremlins. I wonder why they're storing it right next to the water ride. Just noticed, you guys. Ginny here barely made the cut. 8 or 9 pounds less and she wouldn't have been allowed in the garden. You have to be 1,000 pounds at least. I'm still not sure how I want to carve my own pumpkin this year. Oh man, you guys, this mouse is really hidden. There you go, little buddy. You guys ready for your fortune? There's a line again today, but we're doing it. All right, guys, here we go. You ready? The best way to lose your temper is to get rid of it. Haven't we gotten this before? Look at that. It's right next to the one we got last time.
I'm telling you guys, it's rigged.
Truck wagon cook-off here.
We watched, and I really believe with the
Oh, cool. They're giving out free samples.
channels, we had better programming and got out of high school and life started happening. I got married in 1980. And then I got married in 1984. And then I got married in 1987.
I'm not a chili fan, so Audra's gonna judge this one. She says chili A is good.
How do you feel about
One of those cowboys is Buck Taylor, by the way. From Gunsmoke, Tombstone, Yellowstone, etc. He's coming around with chili B. I wonder how many they have.
I love his name.
Brakes are kind of squeaky today.
So, how many of y'all like number A? Number B? I think today's winner, based on other people's also opinions, is number B!
And there it was, number B. What do you think? Was that the correct decision?
What does Missouri know about chili?
She liked A better. Honestly, I haven't seen too much of what Buck Taylor's been in. Just a couple of episodes of something or other. I always remember him more as an artist.
feel kind of like a tour guide, you guys. I'm just wandering around showing Audra all the stuff that's been new or changed over the years since she's been here. It's really fun. Usually I'm here on my own and the videos turn out really random. This one's still gonna turn out really random, but at least I'm not on my own today.
Still slurring over all my words as usual. Right now we're wandering around watching all the roller coasters take off. I know that I don't usually ride all of them, but Audra rides less than I do. Still always fun to watch though.
You guys should have seen Audra's face when that thing took off.
So, you riding it with me?
Absolutely not. Terrifying.
Definitely my favorite view of this park, right here from Wildfire. Especially when the leaves really get to turning. I mean, honestly, the best view is at the top of the lift hill. But then you have to put up with the rest of it. I guess they were doing a test run. Just one person on it. Always sounds so weird without the screens, huh? There we go. Some actual coaster goers this time. I'll get a video with the screams for you. Go. That's better. Shootout time. I keep trying to tell Audra that it's not scary, but I'm not sure she believes me, you guys. I love how the guards have orange stripes this time of year. Audra's winning, you guys. I'm too busy shooting footage.
I'm at 30.
And I'm at 0. Ah, there we go. I shot one at least, just to say I did. Audra won 8,700 to my 300.
See what I say? Not scary, right?
Not at all. Only thing scary is your score.
She has a point. I'm a target?
I went up since you filmed it. I didn't have any target.
Apparently I'm a target, you guys. She shot at me. And I got her a point. Train time. I'm probably not going to film on this, but if you want to see a train video, I did one earlier this year. Go check that out. The robbery is great.
Means they gotta swoop down on the train. Hop up and down on the roof. Yeah! Run off with everybody's cinnamon bread.
Cinnamon bread. Cinnamon bread. You know, you have me up to that last part, but I ain't buying your story.
You don't like cinnamon bread? That's un-American.
Well, I do like cinnamon bread, but I don't believe your story.
What we got here today is a stick up. What are you? You're not getting that. It's a stick. Okay, he's smiling now. That's your
You call your brother up there. Call him what? Up here!
Ain't my name, don't like it.
Well, but that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant, though.
Wait for it to be a 5
got the shotgun.
That shotgun loaded?
I sure hope so.
Hey, we sound like we're loaded.
Yeah, it's loaded.
You're out. We're going fishing.
Woo! We're not going fishing. Why not worms?
Doctor says you can still go fishing.
Here, you can take these back. I've had enough of y'all. I'm gonna go down here and blast myself a train robber. Ain't no train robber down there, mister. Make it easier to find what I eat too.
Alfie and Ralphie Bullen, everyone. Give them a great big hand for letting our train go.
That was great, as usual, you guys. Our conductor this time was one of our robbers last time. He does such an amazing job in both roles. I'm not sure which one I like him better.
The chalk's looking good and fresh. I wonder how many times a day they have to redo that.
I graduated with a degree in music and theater, so naturally I'm a pumpkin carver. I even carve pumpkins for movies. Who's ever seen The Santa Claus with Tim Allen? Oh, several, a whole lot of people, yeah. Do you remember seeing that pumpkin carving scene? No, that's because they cut my scene from the movie. I did carve the pumpkins for the movie Hocus Pocus, though, with Bette Midler. So if you see that very first movie, if you see any carved pumpkins, I'm your guy. Here's the first secret. Did you get it? Carve in your lap. That's the first secret. It always makes me nervous to watch somebody chase a roly thing around a table with a knife in their hands. So that's very traditional, to cut the top off. That's how it's always been done.
I do mine from the bottom
My
up.
thought is, I love these stems. I love how the pumpkin looks on the top. I think it helps the pumpkin last longer if you leave the top on. I like to put my artwork anywhere on the pumpkin, so I leave that alone. I roll the pumpkin over, and I carve it opening on the bottom.
Hey, he does it like I do.
That's how I do it. The second secret goes like this. Straight up and down. So you carefully insert the saw. I mean, you can't just go, hi-ya. Unless you have 10,000 hours of pumpkin carving experience and can call yourself a pumpkin nerd. I mean, a master pumpkin carver. I have to remind myself. Yeah, carefully insert your saw. It's just a little thin piece of metal. It will break if you break it. You know what I mean? When you open up your pumpkins and scoop them out, what do you guys use? Spoon, yeah.
Ice cream scoop.
Spoon. Well, this is the tool that I use. It's called a scraper scoop. We based it off an old ice cream scoop. Shorten the handle, flatten the top, has a nice crispy edge there, and it's a good, strong tool.
Well, apparently I already knew some pumpkin carving secrets without even knowing that I knew them. I just did those myself. Those tools are tempting. You know, I think I'm going to get a t-shirt while I'm here. But I don't know which pumpkin character I want. Oh, who am I kidding? You know it's going to be the cat. 6 minutes until Pumpkin Plaza opens. And I have some bubbles going on behind the gate, I see. A bunch of people waiting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, that was a bit anticlimactic. Little too bright to see the lights, but they've already got the fog pumping in.
Well, you guys, it's time for something that I say I'm gonna do every single time that I come out here, but have never done yet.
That's right. Time to see if this is worth the hype. I don't know they had Starbucks here. Oh man, you guys, they have some different stuff in here too. Banana honey nut butter. Blueberry pecan honey butter. I think I'll stick with my cherry though. I love that stuff. You know, I've never actually been in here before. It does smell really good. It ought to be good. Has its own merchandise. Here we go. I think I'm gonna try the peach. And there
there we have it. Honestly, I'm still so full from that hot dog that I'll give you guys the review a little bit later. I got it with a lid so I could take it home. Audra just went with the regular. She as well got a lid. Taffy. Smells really good in here too. Fire in the whole taffy? Wonder what that tastes like. That one tastes like Ireland. It sounds like they're out of sour flavors for the year though. That's sad. Oh well. I guess there's always Buc-ee's for that. Man, you guys. Third video out here at this festival, and I still haven't shown you even half the stuff they have. There's still about a month left though. I'll be back. But for today, here we have it. Tram outro. Thank you guys for coming along. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Audra got the jalapeno cheddar ride. I'm trying to talk here. A little bit of a traffic jam getting into the park today. I appear to have come at a good time though. Everyone else is leaving. We got a great parking spot.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Hey folks, y'all can go ahead and go ashore. Just follow that gentleman up there in front in the van. He'll give you directions.
And we made it. Last video out here for this festival this year, I promise. It's only going on a few more days after all. A couple of more things I wanted to show, like the pumpkins after dark. And I wanted a couple of more things to eat. I got 2 more stamps left on my tasting passport. I'm Kat, by the way. This is Inferior Adventure Channel. Let's go on in. You know, I'm glad I got my pumpkin shirt last time I was here. They don't appear to have them in here anymore. Here it is. It glows in the dark. And I already got a hole in it. Because of course I did. Happy Halloween, everyone. I guess technically this video is coming out after Halloween. Let's just call it a transition video, shall we? Have I shown you guys this tree yet? It's about 2 stories tall. Honestly, for the most part, I think we have a better festival overall, but I do kind of like the pumpkin tree at Dollywood better. Yeah. Theirs is a little bit bigger and is made up of all jack-o'-lanterns. You know what's especially scary about that? We don't actually have grizzly bears around here. Oh, my mistake. It was a grizzly bar. I wonder if it was that one. It's October 24th today, by the way, and it's in the mid-80s. I'm loving that. Here's why I came over here, though. The fall view. Which, granted, isn't that great this year. The trees just kind of went from green to brown. Maples aside. They're finally building a resort, by the way. Opening late 2026. That rumor's been going around for years. I'm glad they finally announced it. About a half hour until the quick service place opens that I was wanting to try tonight, so I think I'll go on down to Fire in the Hole. See how long the line is. See if maybe they have a Halloween overlay. All that jazz. While I'm here though, may as well. You guys ready to see what your fortune is today? Come on, be something different this time. Be something different. Oh, hey, it is. Keep your nose to the grindstone. But not too close. There we are. Tunnels lit up all nice and Christmassy for Halloween. Well, most of it is, at any rate. So this is really random, but I found one of those little seed pods. And these things right here. During the Fall Fest back when I worked here, that's what we would do on our breaks. We would go around the park and look for these things because it was fun to pop. Barely had to squeeze them.
Enough of that, though. Time for fire in the hole. You know, I don't think I remember seeing this one before, but I think it's one of my favorites. A whole bonfire of pumpkins. On second thought, maybe I'll come back later to this one. I didn't think the line would be quite that long. I do want to get a shot of the sign in the dark later on anyway. And it's not even that crowded today. I haven't seen the line that long in months. You'd think it had just opened this year or something. Bat totem pole over there. That's looking pretty good this time of day. About 3 minutes until Pumpkin Plaza opens and I can get my food. So just sitting here watching elephants instead. And racing ships.
A few minutes later.
And here we have it, my final 2 items from the tasting passport. I went with a spiced pear punch, which looks delicious, by the way. Yeah, some fresh cranberries on top. And the cashew chicken waffle cone. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've never once in my life looked at a plate of cashew chicken and thought, hey, you know what that needs. Also, I'm pretty intrigued to see how they did on this. We are, after all, about an hour away from Springfield, where cashew chicken was invented.
Start off with a punch, though. Yeah, I really like that.
Kind of like a pear soda.
Now, chicken time. I did get a fork. I didn't want to dump it all over myself. A little salty, but otherwise really good. Try a little piece of the waffle cone here. I mean, it's a waffle cone.
Still don't really see how the waffle cone goes with the cashew chicken, but the chicken's good. Maybe if they had put some fried rice at the bottom of it or something. You know, this is probably my favorite thing I've had on this tasting passport. It didn't look like that big of a serving, but I'm definitely not going to make clean cone club today, I guess. Really good meat on the chicken. The one thing is that the breading got a little soggy, a little bit quicker than I would have liked. And this stuff's just delicious. They're having a concert tonight, which I'm not going to show you because copyrighted music. But here's a shot of the amphitheater at least.
It's about to get real crazy up here on this stage. Y'all buckle your seatbelts. Here we go.
That was actually perfect timing with the roller coaster going by right then. Imagine being on that coaster and hearing, "Here we go," right before you take that big drop. The sun is starting to set and the lights are starting to look cool, you guys. By this point, I'm just kind of sitting around waiting for it to get darker. People watching. You know, why don't they use fresh cranberries and more stuff? They're pretty good. The first cool lights of the night, that little swing ride over there. I think what I really like about them is the way they're reflecting in the water. Also, this tree. I like this tree. I do love this little shortcut. Hardly anyone knows about it. These starry pumpkins here definitely looking cooler once it starts getting darker. There's the pumpkin chair. You know, I would have one of those in my apartment. Now that the dance parties and concerts and everything are going on, it's kind of empty over here on this side of the park, away from all that. Barn swing, all decked out in its Halloween snowflakes. In other words, if you want the full spooky experience, maybe don't come just a couple of days before they start their Christmas festival.
weird. Seemed like that thing came around that last corner a little bit slower than usual. An employee riding it. I guess they were doing a test run.
Man, I love the lighting effects on these leaves. Okay, the chickens just look creepy after dark. Yeah, the sign does look pretty cool once it's getting darker. However, don't think I'll be riding this today. Not worth a 40-minute wait just to see if they have jack-o'-lanterns in there. I mean, here's some for you. Alright, it's dark enough now. Let's go back and have a look at some of those big pumpkin creatures. I know my autofocus is not liking this walkway, but by golly, I'm doing it anyway. It's one of my favorite parts of this festival.
I know.
In case you didn't know, those are pumpkins down there. I knew that because they had a sign. Okay, the smoke bubbles are cool. Kind of mesmerizing, actually. Hey, the back of the pirate ship lights up. You know, that's the one thing about it actually being dark now. This camera does not handle low light that well. Yet here I am anyway, and I'll be doing it again at Christmas. And there's Spidey. By the way, if anyone's wondering, Sphinx is doing so much better by now. Right back to his normal kitty cat self. Ooh, I like that tree. Really random, kind of hidden, but it really stands out. And of course the owl. That one I think looks the best after dark. I just love the look of carnival rides after dark. Most of those lights are working, at least. That figures. The entire time I was waiting for that ride to go off, not a single person walked in front of me, and as soon as the ride started going, heads and cameras and all sorts of stuff. I wasn't even standing in the middle of the walkway. I was right here by the fence. Red Gold Heritage Hall lit up nicely. And our friend Gordy. Bye, Gordy. I'll see you next year. Heading back up toward the front by now. It's still, I'd say, about 75 degrees out. So nice tonight, you guys. And the concert's finished over at Echo Hollow Amphitheater by now. But I have to say, I really like the lighting of the trees on the pathway down there. I didn't see those a while ago. I went down the other path. It wasn't all fancy like that. Actually, lots of pretty trees this year. Paper lantern pumpkin canopy. Yeah, definitely a lot cooler after dark.
That is the train.
And there you have it, the archway as it's supposed to be seen. All lit up. Well, the park's still open for another hour and 45 minutes, but I think we've got everything accomplished. Seen all the big decorations after dark that I wanted to. If I missed something, just check out my video from last year. You'll see it then. Or subscribe and wait for my video next year. Either way works. Preferably the latter. Either way, thank you guys for coming along with me. And I'll see you next time.
Christmas time?